I'm not real happy the way things ended up being publicized, but I can't hold that against anybody. There's so much shit that hasn't been talked about because when there's an active case going on, you don't talk about that. There's one thing for certain. You guys know that she did this shit because y'all saw it. You guys know that when something is dismissed, that doesn't leave your record. You know that, right? Because they want to watch you and make sure that you never do that shit again. We didn't think she was going to get a 6-year prison sentence and all this shit. Nobody thought that. She just deserved to be held accountable for what she did. Because the bottom line is, if Dee wanted to go live and tell Periscope to fuck off and show her tits, that was Dee. I didn't do that. She didn't get away with it, you guys. She didn't get away with it. If you think about it, her mugshot was on TV. She was publicly shamed by her television station in her town. Her poor children had to deal with that shame at school. She didn't get away with it. She then had to deal with her attorney and going back and forth, with the courts and stuff. She didn't get away with anything. Even when all her devices got seized. How do you take those devices when you don't even know how Periscope is and sit down and try to figure out what she did do to some people and didn't do to other people? But bottom line is, they saw the proof of what happened. It was proven enough that it was on the news and that her town and everybody shamed the shit out of her, and they won't forget that. Personally, that's probably enough for me. Because I don't think anybody deserves to be fucked with in that manner. I have DMs from tons of little girls that are scared of the same thing happening to them before this all happened. You guys remember Jamie and Chuck and everybody used to come in my room and they used to throw up peaches and they'd laugh. Anybody remember that? Anybody? All the peaches? Yeah. Everybody would laugh right along with us, but that was kind of an inside joke. And the reason it was an inside joke was because something really weird happened to me back then. This was before I saw the screenshots where Glock and Elise were trying to get pictures of me. So they were trying to do this long before she ever got caught or before she ever did it, right? But so those peaches... Those peaches that were being thrown up and people were saying, put your hands against the wall. That is because I swear on everything holy, J.W. King FaceTimed you all the time. For those girls that are dealing with this that don't want me to say their name, don't worry, I won't. But he would repeatedly ask you for photos and videos over and over again. And one day in particular, he said to me, look, I'm sick of this Snapchat shit, this 10-second shit. I want you to... Oh, and he said, and I saw you dance on Candyman's thing, so I know you can dance. He said, I want you to put your hands up against the wall and dance down the wall naked and turn around and open your ass. Me, open my ass. Not going to happen. Open your ass and then turn back around and say, I fucking love you, J.W. King. Does that sound like a setup to any of y'all? Sound like a setup? Totally serious. That's why my friends that knew were in my scope saying, put your hands against the wall and throwing up peaches. Okay? As soon as I heard him say that, all of his bullshit comments about how much he loved me and everything became fucking a joke. And then isn't it funny that the next thing that happens is Elise goes live with pictures that were only sent to J.W. King. The story gets worse. When Jamie was sick and in the hospital, he's very intimidating to people that are not scopers and that are not strong women. I will tell you that. I have DMs chock full of women that he has done the same thing to. Okay. But I couldn't talk about this before. Well, now we're going to fucking let it go because it's ridiculous. After Elise got in trouble for what she did, he found out that we were majorly concerned with the person who broadcasted this. Was I happy with him? No, I wasn't fucking happy with him. But, I still thought in my brain, okay, what he did was took something that was private of his and sent it to someone else. That's not revenge porn. You have to make that shit public, which he didn't do. So, me not being one to deal with the police for anything small, I I wasn't too stressed out about his part in it because he didn't show it. Still fucking sick. And I didn't have any proof really from him. I mean, I knew absolutely without a doubt that she got them from him. There was no question about that. I knew that from the beginning. No, he doesn't get any consequences for sending them to her unless you file in Canada, because in Canada that is illegal. In the United States it is not. Crazy as that is. He sent them to Elise, right? So about the time when Jamie got sick, do you guys remember him saying, and enjoy the $400 that I gave you to go see Jamie? Anybody remember that? Because that was bullshit too. Jamie and I were in house party, just Jamie and I. And that was when my mini was here, okay? And we're sitting in house party, and in comes J.W. King. Yeah, I know. In comes J.W. King, and we were both like, wow, okay? See, I remember right there. So we were just kind of talking or whatever, and then my daughter came up to me and she goes, give me your cigarettes. And I said, you can't have my cigarettes. I'm broke. I'm broke. That's all that I said. I said that not even thinking about the fact that Jamie and JW were sitting on house party, and JW King said, what, you're broke? Well, fuck that. I'm going to PayPal you money. I said no repeatedly. He did it anyway. He sent $400 that was held up because it was from Canada, whatever. I told him I would refund it. He said, then I'll shut down my PayPal. Okay. Then when a little bit of time went by, that same night, I'll have you know, he continuously FaceTimed me. And on FaceTime, he said to me, I did something really fucked up to you. Really fucked up. And I didn't even have to ask him. I said, yeah, I know you did. He fucking straight up admitted it. Tears in his eyes, all that fake bullshit. Straight up admitted it. So there's no doubt in my case where that shit came from. I knew it all along anyway, but he admitted it and said he would make it right and all this bullshit. But then when that stuff happened with Jamie, and I tried to get to Jamie and asked you guys for help, it's all right. That's my fault for fucking messing with JW King. He got mad because I wouldn't answer his multiple fucking FaceTimes, especially when I was in the shower and shit like that. And he went live and said, enjoy that $400 I gave you to go to Jamie's. He didn't give me money to go see Jamie. That's fucking bullshit. I'm still waiting for the DA to call me back, but from what I've seen on paper, it looks like they just threw them all together. Okay? But please remember that a dismissal does not go away. It will stay on your record. And like I said, she was publicly shamed in her town, on the television, at her children's school. It's not something she's going to be able to live down. It did turn into a big ball of shit. It was for an electric bill. Yeah, he did say that. I don't know anything about him touching his child inappropriately, but I will tell you that I have multiple DMs from girls. Oh no, dismissal does not equate innocence. No. And I'm sorry if I was charged with something like that. You're damn right. I would have wanted to forge on until I was proven innocent. So I can pursue a civil case. That's true. But it was really damaging shit that Elise did. And for J.W. King to be the one to give her the ammo is pretty fucked up. So for all these little girls that are sitting in my DMs upset about the fact that he's bugging them for pictures, not happy unless, you know, what they send him is nude, please watch your shit on here, guys. There are people that have been around for years that can certainly help you if you're feeling uncomfortable with the scope or trying to pressure you into doing anything. I'm sure he had something to do with her defense money-wise, but I cannot swear to that. I don't know. Don't ever send nudes out again, girls. Right. Well, all I sent out was topless. What you guys saw is all that he had. Yep. But I had to stay quiet about that because I wanted the justice system to do what was right. Nope, not waiting for a hug. No. Yeah, just don't do it. You can't, because I don't feel good. I'm sorry. You can't trust anybody with something like that, guys. And I'm telling you, you guys, please be careful. Well, I think a lot of people back then were kind of playing with them, like, oh, look at this, haha. But then when this happened with Elise, I think everyone realized the seriousness. I'm not terribly shocked by this at all, because I don't think the justice system does a lot of things correct, but they're certainly not going to figure out Periscope. Just know that a dismissal is not innocence. It will stay on her record. And she's had a lot of public shaming for what she did. Yeah, well, I hope so too, but I don't know, because the rest of the cases are things like bullying, and that type of thing, doxing. I think that we had the best shot with the revenge porn because it's a fucking felony. If you can prove it happened. We all know that it happened. I think there's probably a breakdown between the legal system understanding what the fuck Periscope is. That's all I can imagine. Not to mention the fact that revenge porn being a new offense, kind of, in this country as it is. Now they have to deal with revenge porn on a girl-to-girl situation. It would have been a big fucking deal if they would have understood it and done it right. You have a secret crush on Mock? Okay. They definitely do need more laws for the internet. But again, I mean, I had a very big clue when he came out, when J.W. King came out and asked me for a very long video opening my ass, turning around and saying, I fucking love you, J.W. I'm pretty sure that was something that Elise wanted and not necessarily him. Of course, he kept declaring his innocence. I never had any question. I knew exactly who it was. That's why I kept dropping little hints. This is not Maddie. When you guys were trying to accuse Maddie, it wasn't Maddie. I knew it was J.W. King because I saw what was posted. We all saw what Maddie did. Maddie showed a picture of me dressed. Wow. That didn't bother me at all. No, J.W. didn't have to testify. But please remember that Nina was also hurt by this too, in a completely different way. She was harassed and bullied. I love Nina. Would I have rather her not said anything? Yes. But she had a part in it too. So I'm not mad about that, really. I was originally, but I'm not now. Nina didn't name names. That's correct. And I believe Gina did it too. I don't know. People should mind their own business, but that was part of Nina's business. So she will get in trouble legally in the future, in one way or the other. There's no doubt in my mind. And again, the public shaming. Single woman sends a picture topless to a man. Fine, throw that in my face. Guilty as fucking charged. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. The point is that it's not right of him to send them to somebody else. And it's definitely not right of some bitch to get on here and be like, see this? See this? And she laughs with her fucking face showing. We all know she did it. Just because the justice system, didn't do what they were supposed to do, trust me, she's paid in a lot of ways. Yep. Young ones who experience this should tell somebody. I agree. Yes, you're right. She better check herself, because if she does scope one wrong move, there will be people on her ass. At least the people who understand what everybody here has gone through. She knew exactly what she was doing. Yes, she did. She can still get charged, and she still has civil charges that await her. She's done a lot of things to a lot of people, but none of us expected her to get locked up. Guys, look, she had the cops come to her house. She had all of her devices seized. She went to jail. She had to have her family come get her out of jail. The whole entire town and surrounding areas knew about it. Her kids then had to show up at school. She was harassed in the grocery store. We've heard all this, okay? She has paid to an extent. Yes, I remember how she scoped and laughed about how she got right out. But come on. I feel bad for her children too. She does have a mugshot forever out there. But seriously, when she came on and was bragging about how she got right out of jail, did anybody believe that it didn't fucking hurt her? She can act like a badass, but trust me, the shit that she had to endure was painful for her, and she deserved it. All that I feel bad for is her children. Oh yeah, she's trying to act tough behind her keyboard. Oh well. Been permabanned from this app a long time ago. The police in that town can't respect her after she lied. Oh, I know. Remember that she showed the cops phone number and all that shit. It was not great for our children either, guys. But anyway, there you go. I would say stay the fuck away from J.W. King if you are a young woman. He will try to make you feel special. He will tell you that he loves you and all this fucking bullshit while asking you for nudes. Don't fucking do it. And for him to give something to Elise like that, to publicly shame another female, they're both fucking idiots. Stay away from them. Both of them. Entertainment Lounge is his name on Scope. Total creep. But just don't think she got away with shit, because she did not. She did a lot of damage to all of us. And there's a lot more people that she didn't show porn on, but she harassed the ever-living shit out of. She'll get hers. Chandler police filed with her police. Civil suit next. When there is not one defendant to save time of grand jury, they will consolidate. Well, maybe they did. I will let you guys know when I hear firsthand. One case was definitely dropped. But whatever. Law takes so much time. It really does. And and they had to decipher Periscope too. Remember that. The law is not going to sit there and try to figure out what the fuck was going on Periscope. Imagine all the shit that was on her devices. Just imagine. So for me, the public shaming and, all that stuff, she got hers. And that dismissal will not leave her record, and she won't ever fucking do that to anybody else unless she does want to go to jail. So there you go. Just do the right thing. That's all you can ever do, is do the right thing. And if someone commits a crime like that against you, we all gonna shit talk. But when it comes down to that, and when they got into her phone and found all these different people, imagine how many scopes they had to watch and all the research they had on her devices. Trust me, she can come back and she can say that nothing happened to her, but no one wants to go out into their town and be publicly shamed, have their children know that, their mommy showed nudes on some other fucking woman. Elise has made her own bed, and now she's going to fucking lie in it. No one thought that she was going to spend years in jail. But she got way more than her hand slapped, dismissed or not. Point blank. Someone shows my mugshot on the TV and I'm going to move to fucking Canada. So she had hers. And I really don't think that she will, big talking or not, she's not going to be able to continue on with this bullshit, even if she comes back. And you guys, that's something else. No one ever told her she had to stay off Scope, just so you know. Maybe her attorney did. But she did not have to. It was not a condition of her bond. So she could have been on Scope this whole time. People wanted her to learn a lesson, but I'm sure she hasn't. I don't know. She's stupid enough to not learn a lesson. But if I was publicly shamed and had my mugshot on TV and my children were crying, wanting to know why I gave a shit about someone else's nudes and plastered them all over social media, I would have probably learned my lesson by now. So there's that. We all know she did it because we all saw it, and I can assure you 100% that all that shit came from J.W. King. How do you think her husband had to feel that he had to now pay for a lawyer and all this shit to fight this in court? If she loves her kids and husband, she would stop her games. Yeah, there's shit talking is shit talking, but to get and to actively pursue someone like J.W. King. And to God only knows what the fuck she had to do for him to get those pictures from him. But that's just devious shit. I'm not going to beg someone, oh, please give me something so I can go live on Periscope and blast this girl. It's just who you are will show in your behavior eventually. End of the story. Her kids are paying the biggest price. They are. They had to go to school and had little kids tease them because it was all over the fucking news. I can tell you, even when J.W. King was crying and telling me that he did something awful to me, he's just like her. He's not going to learn his lesson either. So when he's sitting there saying, come on, ladies, send me your nudes, just keep in mind that he might be handing them over to someone like Elise to show publicly at some day or time. Just be careful what you do on here. And if you're new, ask someone who's been here for a while. They should be able to help you stay protected. Oh my God, there's the girls that he's pressuring for nudes, they range in age. Haven't you guys heard him? Oh, my Snapchat, send me nudes. Yeah, just be careful, because if he tells you he loves you or he cares about you, that's a fucking lie. Those pictures will go somewhere.